Everybody, and welcome to Wednesday's maths lesson, and today we are doing the 5 times table.
Ooh, how exciting.
Okay. Right, so we know the drill with this.
Yep.
Let's count them up. Right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Okay, so how many lots of 5 do we have there, Mr. Lake?
You have got 11.
So we've got 11. Lots of 5 is 55, or you could think of it as 5 11 times is 55, okay? Same thing, it's going to get you the same answer. Okay, great. Right, can you pass me, let's practice our 5 times table, okay, Mr. Lake?
Okay.
Right, so we're going to practice it now. And then we want you to practice it at home before you go on to the next part of the lesson. Right, let's go.
5,
10,
50,
20,
25,
30,
35,
40,
45,
50,
55.
60.
Okay.
Great. Okay, let's go.
1 times 5 is 5.
2 times 5 is 10.
3 times 5 is 15.
4 times 5 is 20.
5 times 5 is 25.
6 times 5 is 30.
7 times 5 is 35.
8 times 5 is 40.
9 times 5 is 45.
10 times 5 is 50.
11 times 5 is 55.
12 times 5 is 60.
Nice.
Great. Smashed it, Mr. Lake. Right, so Mr. Lake, here we have an array of sheep. A nice group of sheep. Right, so we're not going to count them all up one by one. We'll get in a muddle, take too long. So let's use our times table knowledge. So along here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
That's handy.
isn't that handy? So
I'm
we've got,
counting 5.
so down here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6
groups of.
So we've got 6 groups of 5, haven't
Yep.
we? Right, so let's count up then. 5,
10,
15, 20, 25, 30. Okay? 6 groups of 5. You could also look at it the other way.
Yep.
Okay, if you looked at it in groups of 6. Okay? So if you split it into groups of 6, so we would then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like 5 groups of 6, which of course we know. It's
Same
still
number of
30, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay?
You haven't lost one.
I'll tell you what, look, times tables, it really is useful just to know 1 times table. Because
It is,
you know
yeah.
so much. Let's talk about division, Mr. Lake. So we know that. So already, what division facts must we know? We must know 30 divided by...
Go with divided by 5.
Oh yeah, we've already done it,
Look
haven't
at
we?
it like that, right? Look, you've already done what we do for division. You've put.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're plates anymore. Because we're
Nice
probably
plate
not
of
gonna-
sheep.
A nice plate of sheep. But yeah, they're already in 5. They're already in 5 groups there,
And
and
1,
there's
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah, there's 6 sheep in each one.
Yeah.
So 30 divided by 5 is 6.
Okay. Well, as we're doing this, we might as well just... Let's split it the other way. Let's divide it this way into
Yep.
groups of 5. So we've... Oh, gosh. Sorry, it's getting very messy, but it's fine. Right, so I've put my sheep
Yep.
onto a nice plate.
So you
I
got.
had 30.
So you got 6 plates.
Split it into 6 groups. And on each plate, we've got 5 sheep.
Nice.
So look at that. We just need to know that, and then we can work out these. Isn't that useful?
With every fact, you get a bonus 3 on top of it, don't you?
For most of them, yes.
Not for everyone.
Yeah.
Not for everyone, you're right. But for most of them.
Okay, right. Well, let's look at this. How many bears are there? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How handy. They're in groups of 5. Okay, so actually, how do you want to... It doesn't matter. Which
Yeah.
way do you want to split it? Well,
Let's start with the groups of 5.
We've
Yeah?
got 5. Well, we've got 5, and then along here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
Right, so we've got... Right, we've got 9 lots of 5, haven't you?
Yep.
So 9 lots of 5 is...
45.
Bosh. I'm going to leave it there. I've worked it out. Let's move on.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think you can do? Yeah. Well, we get the idea.
Yeah.
Right, now, I have, Mr. Lake, some lovely bunches of bananas.
You do.
Now, these bananas, I've checked, they all have 5 bananas in them.
Yep.
Okay, so let's count up how many bunches of bananas we have. Okay, so 5, 10,
10.
15.
Yep.
I'm really enjoying it. 20, 25.
I'm currently holding 25 bananas here.
And I've got a picture here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So
Yep.
we had 5.
Well, I've got 5 bunches of bananas.
5 bunches of
And
bananas.
each bunch has 5 individual bananas.
5 times 5 is
25, because I've got 25 bananas in total.
25. Okay, now if we were to split them up,
Yeah, no rush.
I'll tell you what, because we haven't got enough hands. Why don't you put those down and we'll use these bananas here,
Yeah,
right?
that's a good idea. Let's
Right.
do it.
So we've got here. So here we know there's 25 bananas here, aren't there?
Yep.
But what if we split them between me, you, Mrs. Lee, Mrs. Pede, and Mrs. Frost?
Yeah.
So shall we get our 25 bananas and we'll share them between 5 people?
Yep.
Okay, so we can go 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 bunch for Mrs. Lee, 1 bunch for Mrs. Frost, 1 bunch for Mrs. Pede.
Yeah, I mean, what you're kind of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah.
Each person gets.
Well, 5 bananas. 5 bananas. Okay.
Simple as that.
Yeah, and we could have just, because we're getting good at this, actually, because we worked out 5 times 5 is 25. We just now know 25 divided by 5 is 5.
Yeah. Now this is a point where there's not extra bonus facts there, are there? Like
Yeah.
5 times 5 is 25, so I can't swap it around, but it's still the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, now let's go. So before you go on Times Table Rockstars, here's some questions. You might get similar questions, so let's go through them. 1 group of 5.
5.
6 lots of 5.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
5 times 6. was
Same
it?
thing.
Same thing. 30. 8 times 5. Okay.
I'm going to start from 6 times 5 is 30.
Yeah.
Because I then need to go
It's
7
quicker,
times 5
yeah.
is 35, 8 times 5 is 40.
8 times 5 is 40.
Why start again?
What if it was 5 times 8, Mr. Lake?
Also 40.
Good. Okay, 12 times 5 is... Right.
10 times 5 is 50. 11 times 5 is 55. 12 times 5 is 60.
Yeah, very important. Yeah, we really want
I
to
could
hammer this
have
home.
gone 5, 10, 15, 20,
Yeah.
25. But if I know 10 times 5 is 50, what's the point? 10 times 5 is 50. 11 times 5 is 55. 12 times 5 is 60.
Do that. Right, okay, and 5 times 12 times 5 is 60. 5 times 5 times 12 is also
60.
60.
Smooth.
Right. 10 divided by 5. Right, okay, so let's think, what times table fact do I know that's going to help me here?
Well, the ones I know that have 5 and 10 in, 2 times 5 is 10, isn't
Yeah,
it?
look, 2 lots of 5. It's 10, isn't it?
Yeah, so 10 divided by 5 is going to be
Well, 2.
2.
2, yeah.
Other way round.
Yeah, yeah, 2, right, okay. 30 divided by 6. Now, I remember we've done this one, haven't we?
Mhm.
6 times 5 is 30, so 30 divided by 6 must be that 5. Okay, so now we want you to log on to Times Table Rockstars and play, as much as you like to or can. And today we've changed the times table, so today it will be questions only on the 5s. Okay, practice, practice, practice. Of course, you're not going to be really, really quick just yet. You've only just started, but you will get quicker. So practice, 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 and we look forward to seeing how many points you get.
Good luck, guys.